Okay, newsflash, that's the same one. I turned the water on and it was still just dripping out a little bit. So from now on, what I'm going to do, whenever I can tell that one's hardly coming out, I'm going to make the assumption that it's clogged, which it would be clogged, and I'm not going to clean them I'm not going to try to clean them anymore. I'm just going to cut them off and put on the right bubbler. And in this case, I don't have any 2-gallon bubblers, and this one's coming out about the same as a 1-gallon bubbler. And so next time I'm at the store, Home Depot, I'm going to get some 2-gallon per hour bubblers for the end, and then I'll replace that at that time. No sense me taking that off and putting a 1-gallon bubbler on there, even though I think that is a 2-gallon bubbler. I've never touched that one before when we got here, when we moved in, and so, you know, I don't even know if that's a 2-gallon bubbler or not. It could be a 1-gallon, and what I could do is I could save it and use it for a 1-gallon bubbler next time I need a 1-gallon bubbler, let's say, or I can just throw it away. Okay, so there you have it. I'm on the homeward stretch. I've got to clean up, move these rocks, fill in the dirt, and I'll be good to go. Thanks again for joining me. Boy, they weren't kidding when they said it was going to be windy today. Well, if you were with me earlier, I said I might have a pipe up in the front yard that needs to have a bubbler or something. I was just walking around. I saw this pipe. There's nothing on it. I've not turned the water on. And see, here's another pipe, and it's got a bubbler on it. And that goes over to here. I don't know why it's facing that way. It should be over here, kind of like that. I may have to do something like that. And I saw this one. It was just sitting here like this with nothing on it. So what do you suppose is happening? I'm sure this goes to there, and it should have a bubbler on it. The end is cut nice, and if it wasn't, you can take a pair of cutters, electrical cutters, and you can cut the end off, try to get it square, and then just kind of push on it a little bit, make it nice and round. Okay, I'm not going to put a bubbler on it yet. I'm going to turn the water on, and the water should come pouring out of here. And I do have some bubblers with me. 1 gallon per hour. GPH is per hour pressure. 1 gallon per hour pressure. And that's what these are. And I'm thinking that probably should be enough for this bush here. Okay. And here, this is what it looks like. Okay. This one happens to have a little ridge here. And then that's the side that you poke into the pipe. See how this side is just straight, no ridge? Now some of them have a ridge over there too. And then this side could be a little bit pointier. But you always got to put this end into the pipe. It makes a difference. Okay? And before I do that, like I said, we're gonna turn the water on and see this pipe here. I don't even want it when it gets done. I don't want it going that way. I want it facing this way. You know, over in here somewhere. And I might have to make a little line here. In fact, I may end up having to cut this off. Okay, but look at that. Look at this. Let's get this out of here. I don't want something low down there anyways. I'll cut that off. Look what I see down here in the ground. I just noticed that. See that? Look at that. There's a bubbler right there. I didn't even know that was there. I thought this was it. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And so I'm going to guess this bubbler is for that bush, and this one, they might have had something else over here. I have no idea because it doesn't look like anything else is around here. So I may just cap this off if water's coming out of it. Okay, very interesting. I didn't even know that this bottom one was there. Okay, I just made the assumption, and shame on me for making the assumption. I could have kind of cleaned up around here, seeing if there was anything there. But the other thing I could have done is, once I turned the water on, if water came here, I would look around here and notice and see if there was anything else going on. But lots of times you get bubblers just slightly underneath the ground, and that's not good. That should be up above the ground, right? We've got decomposed granite here, and your bubbler should stick up above that, kind of around where you want it to go. Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn the water on. Let's see what's going on around here. I may have to, may not use any of these. I may have to cut this off a little bit, put a plug on there, and cover it up. Okay, let's decide this together. All right, I'm gonna go turn the water on, and then I'll come back here, and we'll see what's going on. Okay, I've turned the water on. I'm waiting for it. And it's taking just a little bit of time. It always does on drip. You see here, this one's coming. Isn't that weird? Oh, okay, it's coming out there. It's just dripping on the back side. And I'm looking at this, and the water is in fact coming through there. It's not coming out very much. Look at that. And this one is in fact dripping. Well, I thought there would be a lot more pressure coming out of this. I don't know why there's hardly any pressure coming out of there. But see, that one's dripping okay. That one down there is dripping okay. And this, oh, you know why? I know what's going on with that. You know why that's not hardly dripping? I showed you in the backyard. Sometimes they'll put the drip right down where it goes into the pipe, where the main pipe is, and the main pipe is probably around in here and goes out through that way, and they probably have it down in there, and then that's why this is only dripping out a little bit. Okay, but I don't need two drippers here. I'd go ahead and put a cap on that. That's the air coming out. Where's the one over here? Oh, there it is. See? There it is, right there. And I may have to lift that up a little bit. I don't like them dug right down into the ground. The dirt can get in there and plug them up, and then little bugs can crawl in through there. And I could check all these, and you know, if you have a lawn maintenance guy, weekly guy coming around, you say, oh yeah, periodically check the sprinklers. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't always mean that they're not gonna find everything, fix everything. This bush is green, but I don't know where the bubbler is to it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, here. Well, I thought that was the bubbler. I may have to kind of dig around here and look at that since I'm over here checking that. But I know I've got to rearrange that one, get it up a little bit higher, rearrange that over there, kind of dig a little bit over here, reposition that, just so I don't have that shoved up out of the ground like that. This one here is fine, and I'm going to go ahead and cap that one off. Okay. So I can check the whole front yard this way and make certain decisions certain adjustments and that kind of thing. I encourage you to do the same, because first off, you want water going to all your plants, and you don't want water going where there's no plants at all, let's say, or leaks somewhere where there's a pipe like I found downstairs. You saw that video, you'll see what I had to go through to get that fixed. Okay, and all these types of things, an average Joe, just like me, can do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah. And the cap, if you didn't watch my other videos, and you're like, okay, Joe, what kind of cap are you going to put on that pipe? Well, I just happen to have a few here. See? That's how they come, and then you just kind of break that off, twist it off, see? That's the part that goes into the pipe, and this part just kind of sticks out. Don't try to put that on the pipe, put this end on the pipe, okay? And then this part just sticks out, and then I can cover this pipe up. I can cut it off, put this on, and just shove it down in there and call it good. Okay?